So, Brother Faisal, first of all, on behalf of the youth of Pakistan and on behalf of this conference, we would like to congratulate you, actually congratulate Bangladesh, the youth of Bangladesh, for recent development. So from Gaza to Bangladesh, revolution, youth, what do you say? And how can youth lead organization collaborate across borders to support Palestine effectively, in addition being an umbrella organization?
Thank you so much.
Please.
Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ja'al haqq wa zahaqal batil innal batila kana zahuqa. Dear moderator, honorable speakers, distinguished guests, His Excellency Parliament members from Turkey, Malaysia, Jordan and many countries, and dear participants. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitudes to the authority to organize such a great event, and thanks them to invite me. Actually, I am so much tired. Last 36 hours, I am sleepless. So, however, it's a problem. Firstly, I would like to talk about the collaboration of IIFSO. Actually, IIFSO, International Islamic Federation of Student and Youth Organizations, as a umbrella organization, all the student youth Islamic movement around the world. It has started in 1969. Some of the famous Muslim youth politicians and intellectuals like Ustad Ahmed Tutunji, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Dr. Nazmuddin Arbakan, Mr. Habibi in Indonesia. These kinds of persons formed the IIFSO in 1969. Why IIFSO formed at that time? You know that after the Second World War, especially during the Cold War period, the world divided into two parts. Some of in favor of West, some of in favor of Russia and Soviet Russia. Unfortunately, at that time, some Muslim country also influenced by this wave. So our youth intellectuals and youth leaders realized that after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, not fall, after the finish of Ottoman Empire, unfortunately there was no Muslim world order. And Muslim was not part of the world politics. So it was necessary to make a nucleus connection to all the organizations around the globe. So for this reason, our youth leadership at the time of the IIFSO to make a collaboration around the world. So from that time, these kinds of issue, especially like Palestine issue, Kashmir issue, and this kinds of issue is the main priority for IIFSO. So as a umbrella organization, during last 1.5 years, not only during 1.5 years, most of the time IIFSO tried to do some major activities. For example, our joint initiatives and campaign, our capacity building workshop in every event, because we have a program, 6-month program or 3 months program, yearly program. We try to organize minimum 1 or 2 events about the Palestine issue. Then networking and information, which is the more important. As 150 above organization is connecting with us, so it is very easy for us to spread information. So alhamdulillah, in this cases we try to help, we try to spread the information about related this kind of issue. And most important activities did our member organizations. If you look in Turkey, another against they have the much more contribution to work about the Palestine issue. Like Pakistan, Islamic Jamiat Talaba organized demonstration in every university, every city. Even most of the time they had demonstration in front of US Embassy. Many of our countries, they oppressed by government just to organize demonstration in favor of Palestine. One of them is Jordan. Our Jordan Youth Branch President, Brother Mu'taz also in here. He's newly elected young parliament members. He's also present in here. He was arrested with his team, around 200 above participants arrested that program. Our brothers of Bangladesh, they were arrested at that time during Sheikh Hasina period, just to organize the demonstration in favor of Palestine. Our brothers of SIO India, they also oppressed for this kind of program. So our brothers from Indonesia to Morocco, east to west, especially we are really grateful to our European and Western organization, because the strong voice raised from the Western countries, European countries, especially from non-Muslims. And our organization, especially like FOSIS, they were the nucleus from behind the scene to raise this voice from the youth, from the Western universities. So Alhamdulillah, during 1.5 years, our member organizations from several regions, several continents, subcontinents, they were actively engaged with the Palestinian voice. So, secondly, I would like to say, Professor Dr. Nizmuddin Arbakan, he has a statement. He said, Israel, Laptan Allamas, Gusten Allah. That means, Israel never afraid by your voice or word. Israel afraid by your force, by your power. So if you want to do anything against Israel or West, talking or speaking conference is not only enough, but we have to organize, we have to more strong in case of the power. And last Tufan al-Aqsa is the latest example for this issue. So when Professor Dr. Nizmuddin Arbakan became the Prime Minister of Turkey, his first initiative was to fund the D8 to make the strong voice in favor of, on behalf of Muslim Ummah. He had a plan to make the D16, 60 countries with all the Muslim countries, because we have the OIC, but unfortunately OIC is not active organization. OIC unfortunately failed to make a role in favor of Muslim Ummah, except some statement. So in the last decades, last 25 years, Professor Dr. Nizmuddin Arbakan, his initiative was wonderful to organize the Muslim Ummah, no doubt. So it should be our first priority how we can organize, how we can unite, especially some major Muslim countries. If only Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Iran become unite about this issue, I think most of the problem will solve. Because these three major countries become unite, some of the more countries like Qatar, Malaysia, Pakistan, Indonesia will in favor of them. So it is necessary for the interest of Ummah, no doubt. We are passing a lot of options. Not only is it a Palestine problem, we have Kashmiri problem, we have Arakani problem. Our Syria, still now they are facing problem. Around 40% above land out of their control still now. Our Sudanese brother, our brothers are fighting two groups. In the Egypt, they are oppressed by dictator Sisi. In the Tunisia, they are facing problem. In the Libya, they divided two parts. So every Muslim country are facing problem. So in these cases, we need the unity of Ummah, especially the unity of major countries. So if we can do this, we think Muslim Ummah can raise their voice practically, and we can do something practically for the Ummah. And secondly, our brother Shakil asked me the relation of Palestine and Bangladesh movement. Actually, Palestine movement is the universal movement for all. It is the inspiration for not only Bangladesh, it is the inspiration for all countries. And Bangladesh, they have a historical background for resistance. You can say not only the British India period, before the Mughal period, and before the Shen period, when some Hindus people came to Bengal period, Bangla, to rule the Bangla from the northern part, Karnataka, from maybe this kind of region. From that time, Bengali people, they have the experience to resistance from any foreign powers. And during the Sheikh Hasina period, This movement started by a quota movement. And quota movement, finally, it becomes the single statement, and that was the resign of Sheikh Hasina. And we are astonished, 2,000 of above people sacrificed their life. Most of them are youth. Most of them are the students of school and colleges, rickshaw pullers. You can't imagine. And Bangladeshi people, I can say, historically they are inspired by Gaza, inspired by Palestine. We have some pilot, his name is Saiful Islam. He participated 1967 in Palestine, and he had a record to destroy 4 aircraft of Israel. At that time, many Bangladeshi fighters participated that war. Even communist people also participated that time. So the relation of Bangladesh and Palestine, it is the spiritual relation, not only the cessation of resistance or demonstration. It is our spiritual relation, and the spiritual relation not only for Bangladesh, but the all Ummah. So I can say finally, time is very short. In these cases, what is the necessity for Ummah? If we want to solve this kind of problem, our most necessity should be the Muslim youth empowerment. In every country, if we can ensure this issue, if we can ensure the Muslim youth empowerment, inshallah, within a very short time, Muslim Ummah will be again the part of world politics and world order. I was saying, beginning my speech, we have no position in the world politics from 100 years. And it is necessary to ensure, take a position in this politics, in this part. So if we can ensure the Muslim youth empowerment in every country, then it is possible to solve these kinds of problem. Because Israel and West, they are working for long-term period, long-term planning. When Sultan Abdul Hamid was the Khalifa, it was maybe 1896. At that time, the Jewish community, and their leader name is Theodor Herzl, he talked with Sultan Abdul Hamid and he requested to give some land in Palestine. But Sultan Abdul Hamid refused them. But they were not stopped. After the First World War, we know the Balfour Declaration. After Balfour Declaration, how the Jewish immigrant come in the Palestine land. After the Second World War, so-called two-nation theories we know. Gradually, they did established one after one their planning. And in the last decades, they have the successful history of like Abraham Accords, like something. And they are working. They are planning to establish the greater Israel. But on the other hand, what is our plan? So if we to work for long-term plan in these cases, and if we can ensure the Muslim unity and youth empowerment, then it is possible to solution these kinds of problem. Inshallah, Muslim will be again the part of world politics. Muslim will be again the part of the world order. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much.